Hi student, how are you all? Good morning students. I'm also good. Very good morning. So, all are energetic? Yes? Then show energy. Show me to energy and also in your studies, right? So be active in class. Yes. And if I will ask question, then I want answer from everyone, every students, right? Yes. So just be active. Okay? Yes. Now student, you tell me that where do you think that in which part of our body that how our body made up of? Yes. What do you think that how our body is made up of? Yes. Come on. Bones. Okay, bones. All right. Then come on. Cells. Very good. Yes. Good. Our body is made up of cells, right? Okay. So you know that how the cells was discovered? Yes. Anything? Yes. Our body is made up of cells, and how it has discovered? Any idea, students? How the cell was discovered? No. Okay, no problem. Now, do you know this person? Have you ever seen in any Discovery Channel, in any newspaper, in any magazines? Have you ever seen this man? Yes? No? No? Okay, fine. Fine. Now watch this video and explore, okay?
ओहो, ये कालों के दाग पीछा ही नहीं छोड़ते। शर्बरी ड्रामा छोड़ो, साइंस देखो। दाग पे सीरम असर करेगा, जो है नए पॉन्ड्स ब्राइट ब्यूटी सीरम क्रीम में 100% दाग हटाए।
Step forward in microbiology was the invention of the microscope. So the discovery of cells and the development of cell theory due to the invention of high-powered microscopes in the 17th century. The first microscopes were very simple and had very limited magnifying power. There is some debate surrounding who invented the first microscope, but there is evidence of early microscopes being invented even as early as the 1st century, but they probably were not very useful when it came to observing cells. Zacharias Janssen and the first compound microscope. Zacharias and Hans Janssen were able to combine magnifying lenses together that resulted in an image that was 9 times larger than what could be seen with the naked eye. So with the discovery and invention of the compound microscope, we were able to finally start to look at the microscopic world around us. English scientist Robert Hooke discovered cells while looking at a thin slice of cork. And if you don't know what cork is actually dead plant cells. So he described the cells as cells, use the term cells, because they resembled tiny boxes. And looked somewhat like the tiny boxes of a honeycomb. So here we actually see an illustration from his 1665, from Robert Hooke's 1665 book Micrographia. And this is actually an illustration of the sample of cork that he observed as the first cells observed under a microscope.
Yes, students. What you have observed in this video? Yes. Come on. Whatever you have observed, just come up, okay? Yes, Suman. Okay, you have seen that how the cells was discovered. Yes. Bittu, who has discovered the cell? Yes. Robert Hooke. Very nice. And how Robert Hooke have discovered the cell? And when was discovered? Yes, Praful and Sneha. Good. Yes, Samir. Yes. Yes. So you all are right that the cell was discovered in 1665 by Robert Hooke, who observed the slices of cork. Yes. Under a magnifying device, the boxes appeared like honeycomb. Right? Yes. Good. Good, Suman. So Robert Hooke in 1665 observed slices of cork under a microscope or a magnifying device. Cork is a part of a bark of the tree. Have you ever seen cork, student? You know, in the bark of the tree, there is a cork, like it's just looking like a cell only. So Robert Hooke have observed that bark only, that cork only in the on the bark of a tree. He took thin slices of cork. Okay, he just take out the thin slice of the cork, and he has gone to in other class I have told you, no? Yes. So they have taken he has taken a slice of cork, just observe, he has kept in one slide, and he observed from a microscope, them under a microscope. Okay, he noticed partitioned boxes or compartments in the cork slices. In outside it's just looking like a plane, but when he observed in the microscope, then what he has observed that it has partition, it has done a partition, or different compartments are there. Okay, so these boxes appeared like a honeycomb. Have you ever seen honeycomb? Yes, Suman, Bittu, Praful. Okay, fine. He also noticed that one box was separated from the other by a wall or the partition, right? That one compartment, there is not only one compartment, no? That one compartment is divided into many. So one compartment is different from the other because they have done a partition. In that there is a partition, right? So Hooke coined the term cell for each box because it's looking like only cell, now. So that is why Robert Hooke give the name the cell. What Hooke observed as boxes or cell in the cork were dead cell. Okay, so that cells are not living cells because that is the bark of the tree, right? So bark of the tree is dead only. In the bark of the tree they see cork, so that cork of the tree is dead, not living. So what Robert Hooke discovered? Dead cells, right? Any doubt, student? No? Okay. Now, Anton von Leeuwenhoek discovered a living cell in 1674. Who do you think discovered the cell? There is one more. There is another one scientist. That name is Anton von Leeuwenhoek, who discovered the living cells in 1674. So who do you think that discovered? Who discovered the cell? Who discovered the cell? Yes. Come up. Okay, Sneha think that Robert Hooke. Okay. Akansha, Anton von Leeuwenhoek. Okay. Alright, Praful. Yes. So Anton von Leeuwenhoek was the first discovery of living cell. Okay, living cell discovered by Anton von Leeuwenhoek, and dead cell was discovered by Robert Hooke. So basically, nowadays scientists have finally decided that Anton von Leeuwenhoek discovered the cell. All right? Yes. Who discovered cells in 1665? Robert Hooke, Robert Crooke, David Thomson, Mary Francois. Yes. Robert Hooke, Robert Crooke, David Thomson, and Francois. Yes. Bittu and Sneha left. Good. That is Robert Hooke. Very good. Now students, tell me that how this house is made up of. Cement. Okay, Suman. Yes. Other than cement, then bricks. Very good. Bricks, right? So as you can see that this house is fully made up of bricks only. See, these are the bricks, right? Yes. So in the same way, student, what do you think? What our body is made up of? Yes. Cells. Good, students. So this means that bricks and cells have something in common. What are the things, student? That bricks and cells are made up of, houses are made up of bricks and human body are made up of cell, right? True. Now observe this image, student, and tell me that what you are observing. This egg. Okay, different kinds of egg, because yes. Okay, Suman, here orange, white is there. Yes. Who likes to eat egg? Yes. Good. I also like to eat. Yes. So is it a cell or a group of cells, students? What do you think? Is it a cell or a group of cell? Yes. Okay. Cell, right? So now students, like both bricks in a building and cells in the living organisms are basic structural units. The buildings, though built of similar bricks, they have different designs, shapes and sizes. Similarly, in the living world, organisms differ from one another, but all are made up of cells. Cells in the living organisms are complex living structures, unlike non-living bricks. In this way they differ from each other. Okay. Now, an onion peel can be seen easily. Is it a cell or a group of cells? Yes. An onion peel can be seen easily, right? Whenever we cut the onion, then you can see different peels are there. So is it a cell or a group of cells, student? Group of cell. Bittu. Okay. Samir. Group of cell. Bittu. Sneha. Group of cell. Himshika. Group of cell. Okay. Yes. Great. It's a group of cell only. So cells are the DAS unit of living organisms. Yes. Cells are the DAS unit of living organisms. Yes. Smallest unit of living organisms. Good. Very good. Now, observe this man in this image. Who is the man? Yes. Do you know that how scientists research about the cell, student? Just now you have seen one video, right? So what do you think that how they have researched the cell? So yes, they have researched the cell with the help of the microscope, right? So guess the number of cells in some of the organisms, students. They are only single or millions, or they are different in numbers. Yes. Yes, they have millions of cells that they cannot count. Right. Yes. This is the microscope. Now, what's this, student? Amoeba. Yes, good. So students, in amoeba, they are made up of single cell organisms. Okay. So it is not necessary that cells are made up of millions. but they can also be made up of single cell organisms. Alright? Yes. So organisms made of more than one cell, that are called as the multicellular. Multi means many, cellular means cells. Organisms, and organisms with billions of cells begins life as a single cell, which is the fertilized egg. The fertilized egg cells multiplies and the number of cells increases as development proceeds. The single cell organisms are called unicellular. Multiple called as the multicellular and single is called as the unicellular. Uni means one, good, and cellular means cell, very good. So our single cell organisms performs all the necessary functions that multicellular organisms perform. A single cell organisms like amoeba captures and digests food, respires, excretes, grows and reproduces. Similar functions in multicellular organisms are carried out by groups of specialized cells forming different tissues. Tissues in turn forms organs. Okay? Tissue in turn forms organs. Right. So students, what kind of cells has more advantage over the other? What kind of cells have more advantage over the other? What do you think, student? Okay, you think that both are important in their own place? Yes, just like amoeba. If amoeba required only one cell, then that is good for it. And if one required more than one cell, then that is good for there, right? Very nice. Now, examples of single cell organisms are amoeba. True or false? Yes. Examples of single cell organisms are amoeba. True or false? Only between Sneha left. True. That's nice. Okay, now let's end this class. Today we have learnt about the cell, its discovery and its type based on the number. I have defined you the cell briefly, then discovery of the cell with the help of the video. And we have differentiated between unicellular and multicellular organism. Then we have related the concept of the cell with all the living organisms. Okay? So, yes. This is your homework part, your activity. You have to watch YouTube videos about microscope and note down the points and learn how to use microscope. Okay? And this is your homework. Cells are the basic structural units of living organisms. You have to explain it and differentiate between unicellular and multicellular organisms. Now, have a very nice day, student. Have a very great day. Till then, just revise your today's class and your other classes. We'll meet soon. Okay? Bye-bye. Goodbye. Take care.